Good morning. It's Saturday, the 3rd of September, and it's it's a beautiful morning outside. I've been out to check my grounds, except it is cold. There is clouds out there that look fairly threatening, but right at the moment I have the sun shining through the clouds, as you saw. Very, very nice. So, good morning from Diane and happy birthday wishes. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's lovely. And good morning from Kay. Hope everyone is well. Yes, we are. And you love parrots. I've been out watching the magpies because I did throw out the rest of what was the little dog biscuit nut things onto the ground just to sort of dissolve away and be recycled to earth. Well, the magpies like them too. Oops. Probably not the best thing for them to eat, but they're out there, so I've been watching them. Gorgeous. Good morning, Shaz. You're at Mum's and will travel to Alice Springs later today. You travel safe too. Wonderful to have you watching at least, so it's great. We are here for the daily Lenormand card spread reading. I've already done a very short session into a new app that I'm part of that's called Soulpreneurs app. And it worked. It uses the RTMP link. So I was really, really excited that that worked. So I did my debut of the reading here, similarly, into that one. But and I wonder if I can actually share a link. Well, it's Soulpreneurs app. I'll just put that comment in there. Very cold and miserable day there as well, is it? Yeah, it certainly is cold here because I was walking around outside with bare feet. I thought I'd check the compressor of the air conditioner just to see if it would turn on from the main key out the side. It did, but it's got a weird sound, so I had to turn it off, and I'm cold inside too. The only place in space that's warm is this little office because I've got an oil heater going, and I've left the fan heater going because it's too noisy. And Diane saying hi to Kay. So I don't have if I can get it up on my phone, I can actually show you probably what the app is. I'm just going to be taking my time this morning. I'm not going to rush through this one. So that what it actually looks like as an app, let me actually go and have a look in the store, in the Soulpreneurs. Let me see, Soulpreneurs. Someone else might already have it up. It should actually come up with the there it is. So if you can see that, that's what it looks like. The emblem on, or should I go this way? God, it's hard to do, isn't it? It's flaring with the light. But you can see the little triangle emblem thing. Oh, hang on. Oh, this is hard. It's hard to show it there, isn't it? Let me show it here. Hang on. Do it this way. That might be easier on the eye. See that? It's that app there, the Soulpreneurs Association app. And it is actually I can actually go to that now anyway, because we're about to do the reading. It's a great one to have a look through, and I'm there with the Lenormand cards. I think it's the group that I've created. So it's all rather fun. I'm enjoying my journey through new things, pressing buttons again, of course, because you all know I love to press the buttons. So here we go with the spread. Oh, and let me just go through. And Kay saying hi back to Diane. And it's 12.8 there, but feels like 4.2. Let me just go and check out mine. As far as the Bureau Meteorology here is suggesting it's 10.6 and feels like 7.3. And that is exactly what it feels like. It's a quite a cold morning. So here we go. That's the weather report. And thank you, Keza. Happy birthday to me. Yes, it is my birthday. And happy birthday to my twin sister, just in case she's watching. So, and good morning to me. Thank you. And yes, it is. I am one of a twin. Not identical, but certainly it is our birthday today. And it's Father's Day tomorrow too, isn't it? Birthdays are just birthdays, aren't they? They're another day. Happy birthday to me. But I am going to make it an itty bitty little special. Happy birthday, sis, yeah. And I don't get ice cream. I don't eat ice cream very much, but because I've got a brand new freezer, it's just a little. It's the smallest one you can get it is like a bar size, fridge size, but it's a freezer with some drawers. I wanted drawers. I didn't want a chest freezer. So I'm going to go and get some ice cream. I decided I'd get some ice cream and a frozen cheesecake or something like that, something that is a bit more of a treat. Because I don't do that very often. And now I've got the space to put it in a freezer rather than just the one that I've got in the bottom of a fridge freezer setup. I just wasn't quite big enough storage there. So especially for the pre-prepared meals that Tony actually does, that's why I got it. So he can do a batch cooking and we can go stock my freezer up. It's good. So there we go. And thank you, Michaela. Thank you. and I love the emojis. I'm going to show those. They're beautiful, aren't they? And yum, yes. I like chocolate, but I don't want just plain. I'm going to get a little special tub type of ice cream. So I don't even know what's available anymore. And it seems a bit weird on a cold day to actually be wanting to get some ice cream, but that's what I'm going to do. And a happy birthday from Kay. So thank you. Now, let's look at the cards, though, because it is why we're here. And I have been having some fun with them this morning. This deck is superb. I really like it. That gives a much better view of it. It's the Fairy Tale Lenormand. I'm going to put that over there because what I thought I might do, and I just got it from either Booktopia or Amazon, I think, this deck. I'll just shove that over a little bit further so you've got that more central. And there we've got that there, all set up. I thought this morning, because it is a fairy tale deck, I looked at the bear card and I thought, I'm not sure exactly what it means in this deck. And then the next one, there was a story in that one, and that's in this little guidebook. There's little stories. I don't normally use guidebooks for my readings, but in this one, I thought this morning, I am actually going to read from the book, the little story that comes with it. So do bear with me. Yummy, you enjoy your day. Yes, I'm definitely going to be enjoying my day for the birthday. Now, so that's why I thought, well, this morning I'd read from the book. So if it looks like I'm reading, I am. But it's because the stories, I thought with the bear, that's actually interesting. I mean, I know the gist of what I feel when I see it from, interpretations I've read elsewhere. It does always. It's really a good practice to read prolifically, to gain as much varied knowledge as you can about most subjects in life. We take that step as we're learning through, from learning how to read with the letters and then stringing into words and then reading sentences and stories. So we are gauged to really storing, telling and receiving, hearing stories. And it was so interesting when I opened this morning, just for the one card, for the bears, is to verify for myself what that actually meant. So, take in mind that everything that we actually do and move through in our life from day to day, we are telling each other stories. It just feels it, and it's a story that is in the instant we're telling it, probably we feel it's always a truth. But is it? Because what the other person hears may not be the same interpretation. So that's where I'm thinking I need to keep your ears and eyes open for the different stories that are out there, the signs and symbols and all that it means as we receive it for our understanding, because really that's what we're doing, is understanding life. And with the bear, I found it so interesting because the key words in this are protector, strength, maternal instinct, and authority. So as I'm reading this, Rose, keep in mind this is a fairy tale deck. And I found it just so intriguing. I didn't know of a story called Rose that had Rose Red in it, but we do know Snow White. So Rose Red and Snow White's mother allows a bear into their home. She's a strong woman, so has no fear of the bear. The girls play with the bear, who in turn becomes their friend and protector. The two girls encounter an ungrateful dwarf who has stolen the bear's treasures. They see the bear kill the dwarf, but then the bear shapeshifts into a handsome prince. Because Snow and Rose kept his secret, he marries Snow and his brother marries Rose. It was the mother's initial instinct to trust the bear that led the girls to their new lives. This reminds us that maternal instinct is strong. Due to her allowing the bear in, his friendship to the girls brought them a fierce guardian and eventually loving husbands. The bear card reminds us of the strength of a mother's heart. So, I've got to turn the page. So, let your own intuition as a parent let your own intuition as a parent stand you in good stead in times of trouble. If you're not a parent, look to those who served as guardians in your life. This card can also point towards jealousy and envy if there is an ill-favoured card nearby. I don't see that. So this is in the comparison of grown to blow, that type of comment, right? I just do little mini spreads for these. So someone may have the heart of a greedy dwarf. So beware of that. Consider the bear a cautionary tale. And I read that through and I thought, wow, actually, these are going to be interesting as a spread. And I am going to read each card guided from the book this morning, trying it out that way because I've got time. I don't have to be anywhere else. And good morning, Tracy. Lovely to have you popping in here this morning as well. And Nat, good morning. As you can tell, I'm doing it slightly differently this morning. So the next card that I'm going to read is the Gentleman, and that's card 28. Now, I didn't think there'd be much of a story in this, so let's have a look what the story is for the Gentleman in this fairy tale deck here. So, oops, I bumped that, didn't I? I do like a little bit of symmetry. I'm Virgo, remember? We're Virgo in this birth dates. There we go. Is it straight? It's not. Is it perfect? Now, with this Gentleman, the key words are home, soulmate, man of importance, male partner, or masculine influences, right? So there are two versions of the Gentleman. Oh, I've got something in my eye. My apologies there. Just started to really prick. Right, so with the two versions, this is because many fairy tales often have the peasant become a prince or vice versa. The peasant shows up as the hero in The Peasant, the Buffalo, and the Tiger. Now, this Vietnamese tale shows how a tiger is outwitted by a peasant, hence the artwork here. So the prince is represented by the Spanish tale of the Bear Prince. So both the Gentlemen are archetypes of the before and after transformation that often happens in fairy tales, right? The peasant defeats his enemy, the tiger, by being smarter than the tiger. While he doesn't become a prince per se, he is celebrated as a hero in his village. The Bear Prince is a prince cursed to wear another. Now, let me read that again. The Bear Prince, which is the Spanish one, the Bear Prince is a prince cursed to wear another face until he can be loved in both his beast and his prince form. That brings forward that Beauty and the Beast story almost. The key focus for this card, whether it is the prince or the peasant who shows up, is to remember that masculine influences are at hand. So it does come back down to being the masculine energies in this one, but how it is used and how you show up. Interesting, isn't it? So good morning, Susan. Raining in Sydney. Whoa, goodness gracious. We have had a bit of rain so far here too. Not this morning, but we have certainly had it over the last week. So thanks for being here, Susan. Now we're at the clouds, which is number 6. Now, how we string these together is how I'll put the book down, and we'll just see what it comes up with once we've heard these very interesting stories, actually, from this booklet. So what this one is with the clouds, as much as it does look angry there, doesn't it? And it looks, well, is it happy? But it's certainly a nice, shining, bright energy that's moving into this sunshine cloud there. So let's have a look. The keywords for this card are depression, confusion, and sadness. So a young girl must go on a prince-finding journey in the Norwegian tale, East of the Sun, West of the Moon. A story I haven't heard. I'm going to be looking up these stories afterwards. In The Beast of a Tale, the young beauty goes off to live with a polar bear. She misses her family, so the bear allows her to go home with a warning that her mother will try to confuse her. He says if she lets her mother speak to her one-on-one, that their happy life will come to a terrible end. Even with the warning, she succumbs to her mother. As he predicted, she lets the mother's words confuse her. Her actions bring bad luck to her and the bear prince. Eventually, there is a happy ending, but this is a tale of the sadness that can transpire when confusion clouds your mind. So this card highlights things that can go wrong. Where the clouds show up, gloomy thoughts shroud the situation. You should pay attention to the two sides of the clouds. So the dark side shows the negative, but the light side can point you to a brighter path. And that is more the reference of when it shows up in a grand tableau spread. So there we go again, because the guidebooks will mostly reference to the grand tableau. It looks like we have a Tarot. And I'm not sure what page that one is on. So I'm just going, I've got some lovely happy birthdays in my feed. I wasn't looking for that one. If it's on your page, if you're in that page, do report as spam, block, do what you need to, delete the comment. I'm going to have to do it later. So, and here we've got Sarah, who has come into our day today. Beautiful energy, Sarah. Thank you for being here. And we do clouds since yesterday in Sydney. Interesting. Yeah. Consider, like, these cards are for the day to day and being in that, knowing what's present, isn't it? So what is today? Going to be predominantly a little bit of confusion, but we'll see what the whole 4 show us once we've finished reading the full stories from the card guidebook. Wow, cards are so true for you. And good morning from Marie. Happy birthday as well. Oh, thank you, Marie. I'm going to let that one roll up for a little bit. And because I love it to receive the happy birthday wishes, thank you. I don't make a big fuss on my birthday. I do just love to mention that we have our solar returns. And it's just a number, but it's nice to have the recognition of time moving on, but that being present is more important. I'm hoping you understand that. Anyway, we're going to look at the scythe now. The scythe is card 10. I've just got to move over a few from my book. These tiny little booklets, though, they are a little bit interesting to handle, to hold them up. As you can tell, it's a tiny little booklet. And we've got, oh, thank you, Susan. Yes, Susan's saying happy birthday as well. Ros, enjoy Virgo. Yes, I've been enjoying it for 63 years. And so has my twin. It's lovely to be able to do the counting in some respect, because I feel that the further along, I feel even freer and freer in living my life as I'm meant to be, in my own energy, in what is the intention of being here on that soul contract I've made with self, of being here, and others, of course, because that's how we do have the energies moving in our humanity. We've all agreed to be here for whatever purpose, and learning and traveling and love and joy and all of it. So happy birthday from Tracy. Thank you. The other thing I'm really eager to learn at some point soon too is the sidereal astrology. That can possibly, I don't know whether that shifts my sign into something different or not. I'll be finding out. So here we go. We've got the Scythe as the fourth card. The keywords are cutting, which is pretty obvious. Cutting, swift repercussions, accidents, danger, removal. Interesting, because a scythe is a very sharp instrument. Now, here's the message here is in the tale of the husband who was to mind the house, another which I haven't heard of. The husband who was to mind the house, a husband harangues his wife. He tells her he can do what she does, but she can't do his job. So the wife goes out to work in the fields, leaving her husband behind to be the housewife. I can remember these discussions with my husband years ago. While she accomplishes her tasks, her husband has a series of accidents and disasters that include a cow hanging from a rope. The wife has to act swiftly to correct all of his mistakes. But I'm getting tongue-tied with this one. But the mishaps that have already occurred can only be remedied. There's no way to rectify the damage done. So pay attention to the imminent danger the scythe points toward, and this is in reference to the grand tableau, right? The scythe is swift and sharp. Don't put yourself in harm's way if you can avoid it. Pay attention to nearby cards to determine how to best deal with the misfortunes heading your way. Doesn't sound too good, does it? But the husband learned his lesson the hard way. You can alleviate the problems simply by staying alert to what lies in front of the scythe. So it's seeing what's coming forward toward us, what we're moving toward, when this one is in that grand tableau more so. But we do have the interacting energies of these four cards. And each of those little stories that are within the card's energies really do bring forward a relevance that, unless you hear or share a full story, sometimes you can actually be missing out on what there may be potentially in the meanings for you. So we are being protected in how we've got with the scythe. It is just being aware and taking care to do what is the correct task with what the scythe is designed for, right? And it can be in those real positive fields of, for instance, surgeries, that we have the medical technology and techniques and skills that doctors have that can put a knife to the best use that brings forward health and healing and repairs, such as a cysternose. And, well, I myself too, many times. And it really is just having an awareness of what is around us. And the confusion can be, once we breathe through the air, allow the wind to clear the skies, that we have that is the clarity and the sunshine shining through. the strength that we've got here, we are able to, with the allowance of our, enabling our masculine energies to overcome anything by using our intelligence and our skills. It really is that is skillful use of what tools we have in these two columns, these two cards on top of each other. It really is being, we've got the protection, we allow it, we share it with others. Siri again. There you go. So feel into what this set of cards, this spread feels for you. Open up that connection that you have with your spiritual guidance. I'm just going to shift that around. So open up your connection that you have with your spiritual guidance to enable the energies of these 4 cards. It's simply only 4 cards to allow you to receive what you're needing to hear today. And I've just got Vicky has popped in. So lovely to have you here too, Vicky. Thank you. And the cards ring true for your son-in-law. Oh, it's wonderful. We can sometimes have that style of I can do anything, but really we each and every one of us, as far as the side, that story that was with the side, each and every one of us does have our unique skills and abilities, and they are in line with what our own natural purpose and design is, our destiny, and shifting toward that goal. Keep in touch with your spiritual guidance to gain that guidance. It's what they're able to do with us, for us. Well, not for us, because they won't do things for us. We need to be the ones in action and following through with what is that guidance. So take those steps and trust that motion, that movement forward, that being in gratitude, love, and joy of your life, even if it seems like it's rat shit at the moment. Take that and shift the perspective so that it really does bring in your choice to follow it with happiness and gratitude and love, and what we are living from our heart space. So there we go. So thank you, each and every one of you. It's been a wonderful start to my morning. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. Just a slightly different way of doing the card spread reading for this morning. And because it did surprise me just in looking for one little, I just need a bit of clarification. Why are these 2 girls here in the bear energy? And reading that, oh, wow, what a bit of a journey that we've been able to take this morning. A beautiful start to a weekend, a lovely start to my birthday, and absolutely fantastic to be able to share it with you. And I'm so grateful for each and every one of you being here as well. So thank you. And here, did I bring that one up? I did. Wonderful, brilliant day to everyone. And I'm not going to have cake, but I'll definitely have ice cream. I'll let you know which I choose later. Love from Michaela, and hi, Barbara. Lovely to have you here too. And a happy birthday. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And all those lovely little cheers and cakes and yummies. Thank you. Yeah, very interesting, isn't it? And just a different way of looking at things is by story. What do you feel when you're speaking? Sometimes do you feel that you are making up a story or speaking your truth, or are they the same thing? It's so many different ways that we communicate. Just being you is the best thing, because we are so, each and every one of us, so unique. Thanks for that, Michaela. Oh, thank you. Happy days. Exactly. Whoops, sorry. Sarah cut that off. Oh, thank you, Ros. Enjoy your birthday. Oh, lovely swing. Grandson, beautiful. And Kay, hope you get spoiled and have a wonderful birthday. Oh, thank you. Move forward, being the best you. And we'll see you tomorrow at about 8 o'clock. Namaste until then. Bye for now.